Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea and today we're diving into a mind-blowing revelation that might just change the way you see yourself and your experiences. What if I told you that your moments of disconnection, those times when you feel like you're not fully present, could be the key to unlocking your hidden spiritual gifts? Have you ever found yourself driving home only to realize you don't remember the drive or journey at all? Or maybe you've been at dinner with friends nodding along but later you can't recall anything that they talked about? These moments of disassociation aren't just random glitches in your brain. They might be signs guiding you towards a deeper truth about yourself and your potential, because here's the kicker. Disassociation is often our mind's way of coping with trauma, but here's where it gets really interesting. What if that very trauma is the catalyst for awakening your spiritual gifts? It's like the universe's way of turning pain into purpose. Think about it. Many of the world's most renowned healers, psychics, and spiritual leaders have overcome significant trauma in their lives. It's as if the cracks in our psyche created by painful experiences become the channels for divine light to pour through. So in this video, I'm going to explore how to recognize signs of disassociation in your life, the surprising link between trauma and spiritual awakening, why your zoning out moments might actually be tuning into higher frequencies, and how to transform your dissociative tendencies into powerful tools for healing. But first, I want to share with you a personal story that might resonate, because for years, I struggled with moments of feeling disconnected from myself and the world around me. I'd find myself spaced out during important conversations or losing chunks of time without knowing why. It was kind of scary and really confusing, and what I didn't realize then was that these experiences were actually my mind's way of protecting me from the past. And the beautiful twist in all of this was, as I began to heal and understand these dissociative episodes, I discovered they were also gateways to profound spiritual experiences. Those moments of disconnection, they were really my first steps towards connecting with higher realms of consciousness. The very thing that once frightened me became my superpower in my healing work. And trust me, I'm not alone, because many of my clients have discovered that their dissociative tendencies, once understood and harnessed, became powerful tools for intuition, energy healing, and spiritual growth. So if you've ever felt not quite here or struggled with unexplained moments of disconnection, I want you to consider this. What if these experiences are not just symptoms to overcome, but gifts waiting to be unwrapped? So are you ready to transform your pain into power and your disconnection into divine connection? Well, let's dive in and explore how your challenges might just be the key to unlocking your unique spiritual gifts. Now let's talk about what disassociation really is and how it relates to spirituality, because disassociation is a disconnect between a person's thoughts, memories, feelings, actions, or a sense of identity. It's a spectrum ranging from mild detachment from your immediate surroundings to more severe detachment from physical and emotional experiences. And in the context of spirituality, disassociation can sometimes be confused with spiritual experiences or even seen as a gift, but it's crucial to understand the difference. So how can you tell if what you're experiencing is a harmful disassociation or a genuine spiritual experience? I'd love to break it down for you. Intention and control. So spiritual experiences often occur intentionally, like during meditation or ritual work. You generally have some level of control. Harmful disassociation, on the other hand, usually happens involuntarily and can be triggered by stress or trauma. Spiritual experiences typically leave you feeling enlightened, peaceful, or energized, whereas harmful disassociation often leaves us feeling confused, anxious, or drained. When we have genuine spiritual experiences, they can usually be integrated into your daily life and they enhance your overall well-being, whereas harmful disassociation tends to disrupt your functioning. In spiritual work, you can usually ground yourself and return to normal consciousness relatively easily, but with harmful disassociation, this can be much more challenging. And spiritual experiences often have a sense of coherence and meaning. Harmful disassociation might feel more chaotic or frightening. When you're feeling disassociated, the most important thing that you can do is ground. And here are some techniques that I like to use with some of my clients. The 5-4-3-2-1 method is something I do when I'm starting to feel overwhelmed in my environment, where I start to disassociate, I can't hear, I start to black out, things start to become a little bit uncomfortable for me. I like to come back to the present moment by finding 5 things I can see, 4 things I can touch, 3 things I can hear, 2 things I can smell, and 1 thing I can taste. And this really brings you back to the present moment, because disassociation, like I've said, is really us leaving the present moment for something different. Once I have come back in, I can sometimes do a body scan meditation where I bring awareness to each part of the body from my toes to the top of my head, which brings me back into the present moment. I really like to connect physically with the earth by walking barefoot and grounding. Sometimes I like to do breath work, whether it's deep breathing, conscious connected breath, magic 7 breath, box breathing, it all will bring you back into the body. And black tourmaline is definitely one of the crystals that I love, and obsidian too, to kind of ground myself. Now let's dive deeper into how trauma and disassociation can actually be gateways to spiritual gifts. When we experience trauma, our psyche creates protective mechanisms to release us from the present moment. But these same mechanisms, when understood and worked consciously, can become powerful tools for spiritual growth and healing. So for example, the ability to disconnect from your surroundings, which is a dissociative symptom, can be refined into the skill of entering altered states of consciousness. And the heightened sensitivity that often comes with trauma can be channeled into empathetic abilities and energetic sensing that can help you work with clients in this world. And it's like the universe has given you a superpower disguised as a challenge, and the key is learning how to harness it. So if you're feeling called to explore your own experiences with disassociation and spirituality, I invite you to check out my Liberated Energetics Pathways, because in this transformative journey, you'll learn to navigate altered states of consciousness safely and use them to enhance your own spiritual gifts. And in this comprehensive program, you'll receive guidance on grounding techniques, learn to distinguish between different types of spiritual practice, and it'll help you develop your unique spiritual gifts in a safe, supportive environment. And if this video has resonated with you and you want to learn more, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more insights on spiritual growth, energy healing, and personal transformation. Leave a comment below sharing your experiences. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're ready to dive deeper into understanding and harnessing your spiritual experiences, visit my website, www.liberateyourbliss.com, to learn more about our upcoming workshops, retreats, and one-on-one sessions. Let's embark on this transformative journey together, because remember, your unique experiences, even the challenging ones, are part of your spiritual journey. And when we learn to understand and integrate them, we can unlock incredible potentials for growth and healing. So until next time, may you walk in light, love, and conscious awareness. Namaste.